if you know me, then you know it was only a matter of time before I did a story time video. Because a lot of people say that I'm a little bit dramatic. Okay, maybe a lot of dramatic. And I'm a little animated. A little bit. Just a little bit. Anyway, so I felt it was only right that this was the type of video for me. I have so many good story times, it's not even funny. But this one in particular, this is gonna be a good one. So if you wanna sit down and hang out with me and hear all about the time I asked my celebrity crush to take me to the prom, then let's go. Okay, so in my time of growing up, there was no Twitter, there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram, there wasn't even MySpace. I don't really think there was anything. So when you had a crush on a celebrity, you couldn't follow them, you couldn't tweet them. No, what you had to do is go to the store, get a magazine, and put their picture on your wall. That's all you had to do. You had to just get a poster, put it on your wall, so that you could wake up every day and be like, good morning, my celebrity crush. And if you went a little step further, you might have kissed the poster. Maybe. Or maybe that was just me. Anyway, so needless to say, my room had tons of posters. Tons and tons and tons of posters. But not just of my celebrity crushes, no. It was of my favorite girl groups too, like, you know, SWV, Jade, who else was out at the time? Escape, whoever, TLC, all on my wall. But yes, I had my male celebrity crushes too. And this celebrity crush in particular came to do a show where I was staying. Not exactly where I was staying, but 30 minutes from where I was staying. Same difference, same state. You get what I'm saying. I had to be like, I want to say 15. I had to be like 15 years old. Might have been 14. I think I was a freshman in college. Really, Shimoka? I think I was a freshman in high school. Might have been a sophomore. One or the other. Anyway, this celebrity crush came to my town that I was staying at, and me and my best friend at the time begged our mothers. We begged our moms to let us go to this concert. Make sure my hair is not embarrassing me. So we begged our moms, and I don't know how we pulled it off because the concert was on a school day. So I'm not really remembering, like, I'm not really sure how we was able to pull that off, but we did, and somehow managed to get tickets to go see my celebrity crush, who was
Usher Raymond.
Usher Raymond. Oh my gosh.
You make me want to be born with, start a real relationship with you.
Yes, it was Usher. It was Usher. Oh my gosh. So we were all excited, counting down the days, you know, bragging at school. We going to see Usher, and, you know, making everybody jealous. He was performing 30 minutes away in Richmond because I was living in Virginia at the time. So he was performing 30 minutes away in Richmond. And I remember, I think her mom was the one driving us there, and then my mom was gonna be the one to pick us up. So we had it all worked out. We was ready, like this day couldn't come fast enough. So finally, the day comes, we get to the concert, we're all excited, little young teenage girls getting to see the guy that in their head was their boyfriend. The guy that hung on their wall. The guy, Usher. So we get there, whatever. Usher's performing. We're having a great time, having fun. His dancers are all like showing off because they got the hottest little moves, all that good stuff. And then there comes an intermission. So the intermission, we go out and we're just like hanging out in the hallway, you know, stretching our legs. And lo and behold, who do we see in the hallway? No, it's not Usher. It's not Usher. I wish, but it wasn't. But, you know, the next best thing, his dancers. Yes, his male dancers in the hallway just chilling, you know, trying to get these girls, you know, that are walking by, flirting. And I'm just sitting there with my friend, my best friend at the time, and we're just like, maybe we should go talk to them. And I'm like, because I was corny. I was a corny girl. Like, I was so corny. Let's just skip that part. I'm like, okay, fine. Let's go talk to them. Why not? So, before we could even, like, get, you know, a little courage just walking over there, one of the dancers had already peeped us and was like, hey, come here. So we were like, okay. So we go over there and he's like, what are y'all doing after the show? And we're like, nothing. Trying to act all cool, right? It's a school night. My mom's coming to get me. We gotta go. Okay, that's what we're doing. But I wasn't gonna say that. No. So we just playing it cool. I don't know, you know, hanging out, whatever. So he's like, okay, well, you guys should come to the room. And we're like, okay, sure. Not gonna say no, like hell no. But we're just like, okay, yeah, what's the hotel? What's the address? So bada boom, bada bing, he tells us the information, whatever. I'm not thinking nothing else of it. I'm like, psh, ain't nobody going to no dang room. Like, no, no, and no. Usher gonna be there? No? Okay, I ain't coming. And I think we did ask him, was Usher gonna be there? And he was like, yeah. But I think he was trying to play us. So, I'm, again, not thinking anymore of it, like, ready for the intermission to be over because Mary J. Blige is up next. And, you know, I gotta see my girl Mary, like, yes. My best friend at the time was like, oh my God, we should go. And I'm like, no. My mom's gonna be here, pick us up, we got school tomorrow. No. And she's like, come on, Shmoka, you know, like, this is like once in a lifetime opportunity. Once in a lifetime chance, we have to go.
And I'm like, no.
I'm scary already, like, I'm scary. I'm the scariest person ever. Like, I talk the most noise, but when it comes down to the get down, no, and no, because all the consequences start running in my mind, and I'm like, yeah, no, anybody got time for all that. So she's like, this will be a story that we could tell our kids, we could tell our grandkids. So I'm just like, fine, you know what? You're right, let's just do it. Let's do it. I like to do, like, spontaneous things, let's do it. She had the plan all calculated. She was like, we could get there, see if Usher's there, try to find him, get back in time before your mom gets there, because like I said, we still had to see Mary perform. So I didn't even get to see my girl Mary perform. Sorry, Mary. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So I didn't get to see Mary perform. We called a cab. I don't know where we had money from. I guess our moms gave us money for like snacks or something. I'm not sure. So we get a cab or whatever, go to the hotel, we go to the room, and like as soon as we get off the elevator, down the hallway, we could tell which room it was because it was like the door was wide open and girls were like walking in and out, and I'm just like, okay, well, this was not a good idea already in my head. So we go to the room or whatever, and they're like, yeah, come on in. So we kind of like nervously walk in because I'm like, oh my God, this cannot be good. So as soon as we walk in, there's 2 beds, a couple of the dancers, and a dresser full of condoms. I already know what kind of party this is. Not a party for me. Let's go. So I'm looking at my friend, and she's like looking at me, and she's like, and I'm like, yeah, let's get out of here. Like, I missed Mary J. Blige for this. I missed Mary J. Blige for this? So as we're about to go out, there's this other girl walking in with this short skirt on, and she's just like, oh, she was there for that party. She was definitely there for that party. She comes in and she just lays on the bed, and I'm like, yeah, it's time to go. So we hurry up and skedaddle out of there, and they're like, where are you going? And we're like, is Usher here? And they're like, no, he's at another hotel. And we're like, oh, yeah, that's why we're leaving. So, bye. So we're walking down, and I'm like, dang, like, I'm really upset. Like, I'm a little, in my feelings. So I'm just like, I can't believe I let this girl talk me into this. So we're walking down, and I see another door open. And me and my nosy ass wanders all up in that door. And I'm like, hey, aren't you one of Usher's dancers too? And the guy was like, yeah. And I was like, why aren't you in the other room with the other guys being all whatever that was? He was just like, oh, because, I got a girl and that ain't my type of scene. And what? Sir? Excuse me, what is your name? Not that I was trying to holler at him. No. He said he had a girl. I wanted to know his name because I felt that was very commendable of him and that was very mature. So, I wasn't that type of chick. So I was just like, wow, that's really sweet. What is your name? He told me his name was Fly. Fly, I will never forget you for as long as I live. I was like, well, me and my friend kind of, took a little whim to come here because we thought Usher was going to be here, and he just was like, quiet. So, me, I need to dig for more information. So I'm like, yeah, we thought he was here, spent our little $5, left the concert, probably going to get in trouble, so much trouble, but it was worth it. And he was like, I mean, I can get you to talk to him on the phone. And I was like, talk to him on the phone? I was like, why, he's not here? He was like, nah, he's in another hotel. So I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. Phone, sure. And I guess he was like, his secret undercover name was Donny Hathaway. So I was just like, keep that in mind, just in case. So he was like, okay, well, you can call him on the phone, ask for Donny Hathaway or whatever. And I was just like, I mean, if that's the best you can do. And I'm looking at my friend, she's looking at me, and I'm just like, took a cab all the way here, just talk to this fool on the phone. So I was just like, listening to like all this stuff going on in my head, like, this is a story this is a memory we'll never forget. This is something we're going to be able to tell our kids, our grandkids. I'm listening to him say, no, he's in another hotel. Like, all this stuff is going through my head. So, I kind of panicked. I kind of freaked out, and I kind of acted on impulse. And when I say I acted on impulse, like, I acted on impulse, and I just went for the gusto, and I was like, I don't really know how much longer I'm gonna live. I have cancer. And like tears just started gushing out of my eyes, like they just started coming from nowhere. Okay, keep in mind, I've always wanted to be an actress, so that may have played a little part in on a whim type situation. So I'm just like crying, telling this man I'm about to die, telling this man I don't know how long I'm gonna live, I have cancer, I just wanted to see him for once before I bite the bullet. So my friend is looking at me and like her eyes are starting to water up, and he's like, Fly is just like, you know what, hold on, I'll be right back. So he leaves the room. Tears are still like coming out of my eyes. My best friend comes and hugs on me, and she's like, oh my God, when were you gonna tell me? And I was like, wait, what? What? I was like, what happened? And she was like, Shmoka, you just told him you had cancer. And I'm like, okay, look. I am trying to do whatever it takes, okay? I don't know how I'm going to ask for forgiveness for this, but I had to do whatever it took, okay? I just went into acting mode. I don't know. It just came out. Anyway, needless to say, Fly comes back and he's like, has his hand out and he's like, come on. And I'm like, wait, what? Where are we going? What just happened? Okay, listen. I'll take it back. I'll take it all back right now. The cop's waiting for me. I'm so sorry. He's like, no, I'm gonna take you to meet Usher. And I'm like, wait, what? Take me to meet who? Oh, yeah, let's go. So to my friend, I'm like, come on, girl. And he's like, oh, I only told him about one person. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm gonna go by myself? Oh, hell no. So I'm just like, oh God, okay. I looked at her and I'm like, look, girl, I got you. Don't even worry. Like, don't even worry. I got you. So she's like, all right. All the best. So we go to another room down the hall. We walk into a room and it seems like a regular room. Then there's like this secret door, which you would think is like a bathroom, but no, it's a connecting door to this big old suite. And there he stood. The man himself, this beautiful creature right before my eyes. Yes, it was Usher. It was him. It was him in the flesh. I kid you not. So I'm walking in like, oh my freaking goodness. So I'm like freaking out, but I'm trying to play cool, but I'm freaking out. But I'm just like, hey, how you doing? And he's like, hi. And there was like a license on the table. And her even covered it up, picked it up. It was a light-skinned chick too. Becky with the good hair. And I was trying to read the name, but I couldn't get it. It wasn't fast enough. So I was just like, he's like, what's your name? And I'm like, well, Shmoka. It's Shmoka. He's like, did you come here by yourself? And I was like, well, no, I came with my friend, but Fly left her in the room. And he was like, go get her friend. And he was like, oh, all right. So Fly leaves. Gone. Just me and this man. Just me and him. In this room. I should have jumped on him. Probably not. Glad I didn't. Probably would have got me out really fast. But I was just like, yeah. So he was like, have a seat. So of course I sit down on a little couch or whatever, and I'm just like I'm like really like, it is so surreal. Like I feel like I'm like out of my body. Like I'm just like floating, like floating. So I'm just like, okay. So I guess he was doing like a teeth whitener because he kept spitting, and I could tell he was probably doing teeth whitener, but you know, I wasn't focused on that. No, let's focus on this fine man that I have a poster of hanging on my wall. And we're right here. He's right there. I'm right here. So he proceeds to tell me, he was like, yeah, my best friend has cancer. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh yeah, right. Oh, I was like, yeah, it's unfortunate. So yeah. So then he had finished whitening his teeth or whatever. Then he opens up a pack of M&Ms, and I remember clearly it was the peanut M&Ms. And he offers me some, but he doesn't say, do you want some M&Ms? He says, do you want some M&Ms? And I'm like, yeah, no. Are you crazy? You really think I'm gonna sit here and eat in front of you? No, I do not eat, ever, okay? Ever. I don't even drink water. Nothing. So by that time, Fly comes back, my friend's with him, and she's just like a deer caught in headlights. She's just like, I'm just like, okay, you're gonna make us look foolish, girl. Fix your face. Get it together. So he's like, hi to her. She's like, hi. And then I ask the golden question. I didn't even think, like, I was nowhere near prom. But I still proceeded to ask this man, will you take me to prom? I got so comfortable with him. Like, we cool now. Usher, we friends now. Will you take me to prom? And he kind of shied around it and was like, girl, I know you do not need a prom date. He was like, I bet you got guys lined up ready to take you. And I'm like, where are they at? I want to see these fools too. No, I don't. And even if I did, boo, I'm asking you. I want you to take me. But yeah, we kind of like laughed it off like a joke. Whatever. Usher, you lucky I wasn't a senior, because I would have highly been upset. I would have been highly upset. That was better. I would have been highly upset. And yeah, we kept, me and my friend kept checking the time because we had to get like up out of there. So we kind of wrapped it up, told him it was nice meeting him. We did end up watching TV for like a few. Nothing was really on. We were just sitting there kind of. Yeah, he crushed my dreams, my hopes. Didn't take me to prom. Never made it to my prom either, Usher. All because of you. Never made it to prom. I didn't think I was worthy. Just kidding. I just never made it to prom. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. So we wrapped it up. We told him it was nice meeting him. Thank you for letting us, invade your space. He was really sweet, super nice, very respectful. Then me and my friend took a cab back to the ghetto concert arena, wherever the heck it was. Made it back in time. Nobody ever knew we were gone. And Fly ended up giving me his address to write to him, and I don't know if I ever did write him. I might have, maybe never mailed it out. But yeah, Fly, thank you so much for that, and I will never forget you. And sorry I had to lie a little bit. I'm sorry, but I had to do what I had to do, okay? I did. And it worked! It worked! I'm not saying lie, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's so bad. Don't do it. But, like I said, it was impulse. I had to act. That's how I acted. It just happened. And, I don't regret it either because I met Usher. And that poster on my wall had even more meaning when I got back home. So exciting, so fun. Me and my friend will always remember that story because she was right. Had it not been for her, being the risk taker at the time, probably never would have met her. But yeah, we did. It was fun. Fly, you the man. Wonder what ever happened to you. Wonder if you're still dancing. Pretty crazy, right? So yeah, that was my story time. Hope you enjoyed. I have plenty more where this came from. Like, yeah, the time I met Usher Raymond.
H-E-R-R-A-Y-M-O-N-D. Now baby, tell me what you wanna do with me. Got a nigga feeling like shoulders.
Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to my story time. And I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Peace.
Now baby, tell me what you wanna do.